Hey folks, your OS Reviews. So about a year ago, we reviewed the original Skullcandy Ink'd in-ear style headphones, which are a budget pair of 3.5mm headsets, which are low cost but also sounds pretty good for a sub $20 pair of headsets. And today we're taking a look at the updated version, which is the Ink'd 2, and this is the version with a microphone. There's also a cheaper model that doesn't come with it. This is also known as the Ink'd Mic'd 2. It comes in a number of different colors, and this version here is the white, and you can see that also has a flat ribbon wire design, which means it's anti-tangle, so that if you put it into your pocket, it's not going to tangle up quite as much as a traditional round wired look. In terms of specifications, we're talking about a microphone that has a sensitivity level measured in decibels of 88, and it has a driver size of 11 millimeters. There's also an independence of 16 ohms and a frequency response of 20 to 20,000 hertz. The cable length is about, I would say, 1.2 meters long, which is average for a low-cost pair of headsets. So take a closer look at the design first. They aren't that different from the original Ink'd as far as the looks. You have some of these tiny little drivers and holes on the top of the plastic, which is reminiscent of the original. Same thing with the banding on the side, but it's the plastic on the front here in terms of the arms have been elongated compared to the original Ink'd. A minor aesthetic change, but overall it still looks fairly classy. These are low-cost ear tips, so they're still made out of plastic as opposed to aluminum or metallic accents, but overall they feel fairly sturdy, and again the frame here is made out of a polycarbonate material. There's access to the Skullcandy logo, and otherwise you have just the silicone ear tips, which are fairly soft and noise isolating, although they aren't aimed at sports specifically. Even if you do wear them and kind of shake your head around, they don't tend to fall out that easily. I do wish there would be a winged version available, though, if you do plan on exercising with these. There's also a bit of extra detailing in the form of Skullcandy logos embedded on the top of the rubber, as you can kind of make out here. Overall, they're comfortable since they are very lightweight, so you can wear these for extended periods of time, like 2 to 3 hours, without too much stress or strain. The inline remote control, you can see from this mic'd version, also features the Skullcandy logo. It's made out of the same glossy plastic material that you find in other elements of the earphone, and it offers a single click key, which is pretty tactile and responsive. You can tap on this key to pause and play your music, in addition to answer or reject a phone call once you plug it into an Android or iOS device. On the other side, there's access to the noise isolating mic, which can be used to answer phone calls, and it actually works pretty well. It's a decent experience. Callers didn't experience any issues when I did a bit of testing with it earlier. Near the end of the earphone, we have access just to the splitter, which is made out of the same soft touch rubber material with the Skullcandy logo, and of course just the plug, which is again coated in the soft touch rubber that's a little bit easier to grip and hold. You can see that the Ink'd 2 have a gold-plated connector, so it offers a very secure connection with the phone and has a great contact. So audio quality, despite not being audiophile grade, is indeed actually a huge step up compared to box ear tips you might get for free, maybe when you buy an iPhone or iPod Touch or something like that. So when it comes to the audio experience, these haven't changed that much compared to the original Ink'd, but that was already quite strong. They have added, in terms of the bass, making it a bit more prominent and rich in the lower frequencies, so it comes across a bit more naturally. Of course, if we're talking about earbuds, they're never going to have as much bass as a larger headset, just because it has more space to incorporate the drivers. But on here, they already sound quite good. They are clean-sounding earphones, so if you're listening to music in the mid-levels, if you're listening to, let's say, pop music, electronic music, EDM, folk music, you'll be pleased with what you hear. Overall, they have a little bit of cable noise, so if you do move around or jog around, when the wire kind of catches on the sides of your shirts, it makes a little bit of sound, but it's not too discernible, and if you stay in one place, if you're sitting down, they sound the best. Overall, again, at sub $20, these are still meant as a low-cost pair of earphones, but they sound superior to any free or box headsets you might have. At the same time, they offer a little bit of enhanced style if you like the color schemes that Skullcandy offers. I would say that the Ink'd 2 is not a necessarily huge improvement over the original, but if you like the design, if you still need a low-cost earphone, I would say this is a decent option to consider. You can learn more details in our official written review, but for now, this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. This has been the Skullcandy Ink'd 2 Mic'd in-ear style headphones.